Hello, fellow managers and leaders, and welcome to another episode of The Weekly Dose, a weekly video series where we talk about things related to management, leadership, meetings, and productivity. So for many, September is a transition month. The seasons start to change, pumpkin spice pops up literally everywhere, and kiddos head back to school. And while September can bring about regular stressors in a good year, this year, during our global pandemic, is especially difficult. Many parents have sent their children back to school with many unknowns and a whole lot of uncertainty, myself included. There's fear that our children may contract an illness, that there are rules in place that feel daunting, and there's honestly a mountain of reading to do on policies, procedures, and protocols. In short, there's a whole lot going on right now, mentally and emotionally for parents. So the question becomes, what can you as a manager do to support your team during this transitionary period? And guess what? That's what we're going to talk about in this week's video. So the first suggestion that we have is to truly just address this head on with your team. In your next one-on-one meeting, ask how things are going with the transition. Ask them how they're feeling, how their family feels, and if there's anything that could happen at work that would make them feel better supported. One thing to be cautious about though, don't assume that you know what they need and that a one-size-fits-all approach is best. Really check in with each team member and adapt your problem-solving and solution offering to each person based on their individual needs. Honestly though, the simple act of checking in with your team may surface some feelings that you may not even know are under the surface, and it will really help you determine if there are any gaps in any way that you or the company are supporting your team through the transition. The second suggestion is to be empathetic, flexible, and compassionate. Even if your situation may be different, try to really listen and understand what your team might be going through during this time. Understand that this transitionary period is not going to last forever, so doing what you can now to be flexible and accommodating will honestly go a long way to building positive morale and ensuring that your team members don't get burnt out. Harvard Business Review put it best when they said that inclusive flexibility is about proactive communication and norm setting that helps people design and preserve the boundaries they need. So by checking in and practicing flexibility, you'll stay ahead of any potential issues and not rely on your already stressed out team members to surface them on their own. It'll also help create a helpful and inclusive work environment. Finally, affirm and model family responsibilities. It's difficult to tell your members that you empathize and understand and are willing to accommodate their needs during this time if you don't model family responsibilities as an organization. So make sure to be transparent in your communication to the entire company about external responsibilities, and if you're the leader of the company or a manager of teams, talk about your own experiences as well. Because here's the thing, if you as the CEO or the manager are working 20-hour days, propping up a hustle culture, maybe keeping your family life a bit of a secret or not opening up personally, it will set a tone throughout the entire company that work-life integration is just not valued. So one thing that you can do is you could include a personal story in your weekly updates, maybe at a team meeting or an all hands, or even just start a thread in a casual Slack channel where people can share pictures of their families, pets, or special moments from their personal and social lives. On a one-on-one basis, your individual one-on-one meetings are a great place to do this. So that's it for this week's episode of The Weekly Dose. Stay tuned for next week's video where we'll chat about another topic related to management, meetings, and productivity. Until next time, stay safe, healthy, and I hope your kiddos do as well. I'll be thinking about you.